There's the new team announcement 9 years ago. I wasn't expecting to go like memory lane like this, but oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Classic, classic, classic. I can't play any of the music, but here's like Jedi's old like video, right? That's him. That's me. I was like, how old was I? When was the original? This was re-uploaded in sometime. You can't see it like oh, I guess right there. This was uploaded. This video that we are absolutely about to watch was uploaded like in 2006. I was like 13. I was like 12 or 13, like years old. There's me, dude. The original tag and like everything, the original like gamer tag and like everything. I have to like mute it up, but the old like Sony Vegas, like Sony Vegas like 1 or like Sony Vegas 2 or something like that. Oi. And we would just do this. This is what we did every day after school. Jedi was a proper like adult during that time, younger for sure, but like still very much like an adult. So him, skydive, dude. We're we're absolutely gonna be going back on like normal like gears for sure. But you could see like the potato quality and whatnot, just like how like abysmal this thing was. To infamous Birdman, all these guys like back then. But I mean, again, like I'm not lying when I say like it's just like we established this like culture like all the way like back then doing this stuff, and there was nothing else like it. There was nothing else like it. I mean, it was a very very small like niche like community thing. Subway, right? The map that we're currently on right now. What I was talking about with the jumping over cover and stuff, right? He's gonna land. I think on this one he's just gonna teleport up there. He didn't like take cover like in time, but like he's all the way up there. And like back then, you're thinking, how the hell did he get up there? You just loaded to like a map, and it's just like, how did he like get up there and do that? And here's like the old school like tutorial. Hold up, wait. So you have the skydive tutorial, right? We used to do the capital things as well. Skydive and cover. All right, then jump over cover. Take cover when you land. So this is basically like banking on the fact that you know how to skydive like already, right? Red Rose Burial. Damn, I haven't seen that name for like ever. Kiwi, Sergeant Slaughter, dude, all these guys. And you would so you would skydive, and basically like what the tutorial is telling you is that like once you do that, you roll backwards and you take cover, so that way like when you shoot up into the sky, if you get the cover off in time, you'll be in cover in the sky, and then you jump over cover like this right here. He's in the sky, he teleported up in the sky, he jumps over cover. Tyrant, dude. I feel like just nostalgia. So he lands, he takes cover, and then he teleports, and he's like in cover in the sky. And you see this stuff as like a 13-year-old kid wondering, like me and Jedi were like finding all of these things along with like Bootless Dwarf and everybody else. But it's like, dude, the levitations, the kung fu flips, and stuff like that. Oh man, dude, it's just absolute just pure nostalgia, pure like nostalgia. Gears of War 2. Gears of War 2 was one of like the most like influential times in my life because I went from being like a student to being like the master essentially. Orange King. Yep. The instead of like kind of like riding on Jedi's like coattail and like because he would be finding a lot of stuff and then I would help find the stuff. This is where people were like looking to me because Jedi wasn't like around super much then. So people like started congregating to me and like seeing me as like a bit of like a leader and knowing like what I'm doing within like the glitching space. And so I had people um you know helping me out finding other things and stuff, dude. And again, running on the sky potato quality, but this is like 2009. This aired, yeah, April 2nd. 2009 on the original Jedi Pimp channel. And then this was made by Orange King, and you could see the song that's like playing right now. It's Skillet. Skillet was big back then. Skillet was huge back then. What else we got, dude? What else? Now I'm just kind of like in this like phase of like I want to see like where we like left off, because we formed Exploit Theory like 8 years ago, 9 years ago or something. 9 years ago, this thing right here, Exploit Theory. Damn. But these are all like the videos that we used to make, man. On like everything, every game. And good night, good luck for the Dying Light. Let's see what this is. Get what did that say? Get under the map and under slums and whatnot. All right. So we're like under the map. There's all of us down there. But again, it used to be this like collective thing, like where we would all just be like, hey, let's just go get out of the map. You know, I mean, it's like I want to bring this back, man. I want to find, you know, I'm going to talk to my guys and see. I don't know if this is like the proper channel and the proper whatever to be like doing this on. I might do it like a secondary channel where it's like focused like solely on glitching, because like I know there's not like a massive like audience for it like these days. There never really was, but it's like it's more of like if you know, you know, if you were a part of that, then you were then you know you were a part of it. You had to be there essentially. And it was like it's just this own its own like culture. We're just gonna go all the way back, you know, God, 10 years ago. The slingshot that we never like released. We made a dope ass like trailer for this thing, you know, epilepsy warning. But in like Watch Dogs, we figured out a way to like freak the semis out and like the vehicles out and like launch them into the stratosphere. We are gonna get to the point of this very soon, hopefully. There we go. Come on, there we go. And then you're able to just kind of like drive cars like into the sky. But I think there was a problem where I think like if you got like too far away or something like that, like the car would like deload out of like existence and stuff. So that was more like a preview, but like we never like got it properly down to do it. Dude, out of the map, you know, Destiny, like Destiny stuff. Let's see. Actually, let's just keep rocking and rolling. Fine, some random ass video right here. Boom. Battlefield, out of the map. I remember just like playing the campaign. I'm just like, what happens like during this janky ass like sequence? Can I like get out of it in some fashion? I'm like, what happens if I like hug up against like the wall when like something like goes like when this thing like goes like awry, and then you just fall out and you're able to just kind of like you're on this gondola and then you just like run into this wall here and then you clip out of it. And there you go, you're out of the map, and you're in a point where you have basic like invincibility because you're in a part where you're not supposed to like die. And so like in how like massive like Battlefield games used to be, even in like the campaigns, so it's like you just do this, and like this was like the coolest stuff like imaginable. What about like Halo Reach? What about Halo Reach? We have to be coming up on that like soon, right? We have to be coming up on that like soon. Oh my god, Mass Effect 3, dude, all of these things, man. Syndicate. I want to see like some of the Syndicate stuff. The Gotham City Imposters thing. The unreleased Gears 3 glitch collection. So this thing, I ended up getting my hands on a very like early copy of the game that was definitely not supposed to be out. I got it like 3 months before the game came out, and I went through all of it. I played through the entire game. I found glitches on how to get out of the game. All these things that were fixed during development.
A lot of you have been asking why we haven't been posting up a lot of Gears of War 3 glitches, and hopefully this video will kind of show you the amount of work and stuff that we found.
Listen to
before
my
the game
voice.
actually released and in the beta. I'll talk more after the video. This is going to be a long one filled with some insane stuff, so hopefully you guys watch the entire thing and enjoy every bit of it.
Okay, I have to like mute up, unfortunately. What song is like playing on this one though? Skrillex. This is when Skrillex was like blowing up. This is like 2012? Look at all these guys. 2012. Dude, it was found by Orange King, me, Bootless Dwarf, and Nick. And then everybody else, like, so what? Let's see. Kung Fu Flip, Gears of War 3, Kung Fu Flip 3.0. That, like, there we go. That thing was huge. It was big because, like, it was reminiscent on just like, oh my god, we like launched a character, and this was all done like in the beta. This was done in the beta, and it was also spliced in with clips of me doing stuff with like a very 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 unreleased version of the game. Here's a slow motion version of it. You can see flies into the air, and then like that was one of the most famous glitches in Gears of War history, like ever. Even still, like to this day, we found out how to like, you know, you would do it in like Gears 1, you know, the dummy mount, the airwalk right here, dude. I think we're gonna get into the dummy walk here, or the dummy mount. Dude, I haven't seen this in like 10 years. Like it is actually like 12 years essentially. I haven't seen this in so long. This is what we used to do. This is what we used to do. I remember having somebody stand underneath me while here, and then you would get stuck, and then you would like pop up like that, and that was it. So we were over there. We had somebody get like underneath us, and then we would kind of like get stuck on top of their head if we were at like a certain elevation, and then it would like freak the game out, and then it would like fling us into the sky. Here we're gonna do the catapult, one of the glitches that we do, where like a character goes around like your character, and then you try to get it like perfectly to where you start like this happens, and then you can, dude. So here is a prime example of the dummy, right? So now like my character is still being blocked by those guys over there, right? You see everybody like looking at me because like something like they know like something's about to like happen. So I'm there. And now I'm like in the dummy form, walking around, as you can see, with the abnormal speed. And then we go up, like I take cover, and then because due to the connection, it didn't have a whole lot of lag, so like it shoots you up into the sky. And this is another case where like right here, oh my god, dude, the old Xbox like notifications. God, I miss Orange King so bad. We normally you would go into the stratosphere, but I think in Gears 3, I think even in Gears 2, they implemented a sky barrier. So like you would get this thing, but then you would hit like the top of the head at the very top of the map. So we weren't able to like properly get out of this thing, unfortunately. The Skyrunner. Oh, this glitch. All right, we're going down like proper like memory lane here. And I'm proper like memory lane here. Again, dummy mount, that's what it looks like to like other people whenever you like do it, right? You're like floating in the air. You roll, and then it does that. I forgot like what the Skyrunner like how we got into it, right? So we would down somebody. Oh, that's right. They would like move around, and like they would on our screen drop down for a second. You would like revive them, and then they would get into this like weird ass state where like when you picked them up, they would like start like running and sprinting like through the air. Right, so like we're trapped now, but like because they're technically on top of our head. This is the first time that it ever happened, so I had no idea. Hold on, let's see.
Oh, don't mind me.
Did we shoot you?
Wait, am I running on your screen?
Yeah, you're running on that screen, but we can't shoot you.
What do you mean you can't shoot, man?
I mean, I'll have to get, and this is the like outcome of it. It's like, so you're just like running around in the sky. I don't think that Orange was able to like see like where he was going, but on everybody else's screen, you just see his character just like running around in the sky like that. Dude, what's up next? Oh my god, the slingshot with the boom shield. This thing I found, I found this in the unreleased version of the game, but then I like this was during the beta. So then I was like, hey, like we should probably do this in the beta. So like you would get on top of it with another boom shield, and then you would hold down like the left trigger. And so you would like basically you would fling you into the sky and just all like around the map. It was wild. You would walk into it, it would, it would wake you out, dude. Oh my god, man. I mean, again, I feel like such like a nerd, like reminiscing and looking at all this stuff, but it's like this was like a camaraderie thing. Here's the game where like it wasn't. This was the unreleased version of the game, like 3 months before the game was out, that I somehow got my hands on. There we go. This was patched when the actual like game like came out. It's a bit of an eyesore for sure, like, but like I think you were like essentially like parented to the other boom shield that you like clipped off of, and then it as it made its way up, like you would essentially follow it, and then where it went, you went, and then I think once you like let go of like aiming, you would like just drop like wherever like it was that you were. Yep. And then you just be like out of the map, able to like walk it wherever you wanted to do. So it gave you like that like sense of like freedom, dude. I miss these days, man. You have the old like debug boxes there. The old debug boxes there, man. This is a very 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 unreleased version of the game. This is again, it was like 2 to 3 months before like some sort of like data leak thing happened, and I managed to get a build from somebody. And I was like, what? I think I was like, this was what 2012, so a year after. So I was like 19 when I was doing all of this. And then in the campaign, I did it in the campaign, and I just got so far out there. So much to the point where like my like companion AI with like Cole and Baird and Anya, they couldn't keep up. So like the map kept like rendering outside of them, but they stayed, so they just kept falling to their deaths. Yeah, man. I mean, it was a beautiful goddamn time where it was like this was the thing to do. Here it is. Boop. It would freak out for a little bit because the shield that you're on tries to figure out like what to do, and then the shield gets like launched into like the stratosphere, so you're like essentially following it, and then it like wigs out and teleports you all over the place. All the while you can see the companion AI like getting like downed and like rezzed and down because they're trying to keep up with me, the main person here, and they keep falling to their death because everything everything just kept like deloading, and they had like no ability to like stay in the air like with me. That was a fun one. That was a really fun one. I was a little bit sad when to find out that that thing had gotten patched before the actual game launched. Yeah, there's still music. So I have all of this footage, I think, essentially still, without all the music and stuff on like some like old ass like hard drive. I'll have to pull that out and then really kind of like dive into some of the raw files of it, because man, the Leviathan. Dude. What else? We're getting out of the map all throughout the campaign, man. Getting up, getting rezzed, you're just on top of like some like just random ass collision on top of stuff. Home away from home, out of map. There we go. So we got like a bit of a. I think I got to the top of like a set of like a ladder or something like that. All the wonky ass textures that weren't finished in this like unfinished build. Holy crap! Look at that, man, dude. All these things, you know, it's like you just kind of like reminisce and you just look back at it, and it's like this is it was just a thing that we used to do. The Destiny beta. Like, I was doing this in the alpha build as well. Like, when I got access to the alpha, the very close, I think it was like the friends and family alpha, I managed to like get in. And and so I would just, I mean, Destiny was brand new, right? Nobody knew what it was. And it was, again, like, this is a super closed alpha. There was no streaming it at that point. I managed to get a key or something from my buddy Nick here as well, or he got it as well. And then we're just out here finding stuff. Like, okay, like, what do we do? Okay, mildly out of the map, you know, pretty easy. One there, and then you find these spots of like, okay, we're kind of stuck now. How do we get out of this spot? Well, we summon a sparrow, and then you just try to like launch it forward. It'll slingshot you backwards. Then you fall underneath the map and then die, I guess. But if you don't die, luckily I had Nick there to like res me. You get back to underneath there, and then you spawn your sparrow or something before you hit that like death threshold, and so then you're able to like be down there, or you hit like that right spot and then land underneath. Dude, how long ago was this? 10 years ago, July 18, 2014. I hate seeing that like number being like that though. Like, this to me feels like it was like yesterday. Yeah, I think we were still working on like Titanfall. Like, I was still so new to the industry. I was like 1 year into the game industry. There he goes. He's gonna pull out a sparrow, and then the sparrow prevents you from going through the water and like dying. And so like we're all just kind of like mentally figuring these things out of like, how do we explore more? And then the sparrow thing happened. So now we're underneath the map with our sparrows, just down here, just like having just the most fun. Like we're just like laughing, and we're just having like a good old time doing this stuff. And it's just nothing but just pure like exploration. It's like it's a sense of like freedom, right? The whole point of like breaking out of a map was to, this is the Cosmodrome. Damn, dude. The whole point of like breaking out of the map was because there's just so much more to explore, dude. You know, and then, you know, doing it on, you know, like solo is fine in its own right, but like the magic came from, you know, having other people be there to like help you do that, or to be in the videos with you. There goes Nick, and there goes me. But I think that wasn't even death, because we're on the sparrow. I think that, oh yeah, it was the alpha. I think they had some like bungee type of like a halo barrier, where it would just kind of like bounce you up and down. I think we're probably just gonna like die again. Yep. Dude, so good, man. What else we got? I mean, like we naturally went from just like glitching on gears to looking at like videos or whatever of this stuff. This was like the like biggest out of map that I think I had like ever found at like the time. Let's find out and see what else. Oh, dude, the Rage skydive launcher. Oh, all right, here we go. This thing, I remember finding this. When did this come out? This came out 12 years ago, October 10, 2011. So we're pushing 13 years ago. Hold up. Wait. Yeah, so it's just use the RC card to like drive like underneath like your car and then blow it up, and then that caused the car
What's up, guys?
to
Ryan
fly
here from
upwards and then
Chaotic
launch you
Perfection,
into the
and
sky.
Today I'll be showing you how to skydive launch in the game Rage. Now before I teach you how to do it, I have to warn you that this glitch is very, very annoying at times and can take multiple attempts to get right. Although I assure you, once you're flying in the air above the map, it'll be all worth it.
I have to mute it again because we're using some type of like music or something. So, if I remember correctly, from 12 years ago, it was using the RC car, and then it's a RC bomb car. So I got that, and then I would take it and I would like drive it underneath my main car, and then I would blow it up. And I did it on a certain elevation. I did it on a certain elevation to where it was like mildly kind of like angled or whatever, and drive the RC car directly underneath it and detonate it, and it would cause the car to fly up into the sky, but it would launch you so much faster. So there was like this like transition, so you can't really see like the car going up with you, but like when you do it correctly, so you deploy it, turn back around, force it underneath the car, and then blow the thing up at the same exact time. Or wait, you have to save it. Oh, that's right. I saved it so that way. Wait, hold up. When exactly was I doing this thing? You can actually tell. October 10th, 2011 at 5:43 p.m. Dude, again, seeing that just by, and then my playtime apparently had been like almost 4 hours. Dude. But all of these like saves, I'm pretty sure I still have a saved where if I loaded into Rage like right now on my Xbox, I have a saved where I was at the very top of the map. Anyways, keep on going. You drive it underneath the car, detonate it, and then there we go. A little one, a tiny one. That was a tiny one, but I got over a barrier, and then obviously if you hit the ground, there's fall damage, right? So you're gonna die. But I think like this is the proper one. I think it wasn't like under like the center of the car. I think it had to be like underneath like one of the wheels or something. There we go. And I would just do this. I would come home like after school. There'd be like a new game. It's like how do I do this in like any game? You would utilize different functionalities and that the game offered, and then you would try to like exploit it to like this type of like degree, right? Like doing this thing was like my thing. Like I knew like people like knew like I was known for doing things like this like back then, right? I had garnered a reputation for doing that and finding these like extravagant looking glitches and bugs and stuff. What is this one?
Another blunt.
And then I got high, and then I got because I got high. I don't remember like what. Oh yeah, this is the barge thing. So we ended up finding Just Weasel. Oh my god, man, anti-killer. Yeah, we got on top of these like flying barges in the campaign, and I think like we got like downed or something, and then it caused anti to coming next week. It was a trailer video. I don't think it ever came out, actually. I don't think it ever came out. Yeah, out of overpass, right? So here we go. Look, I mean, these things right here, proper. You want to see proper like dummy? Here we go.
What's up, guys? Ryan here from Chaotic Perfection.
My
In this
voice
video, I'll
back
be showing
then,
you
man.
the First Gears of War 3 dummy on Act 1, Chapter 2 of the campaign.
It was so
As
low
always,
too.
The tutorial will be at the end of the video, so
Anyways, we're gonna like wrap it up, or not like wrap it up. We're gonna speed it up a little bit here. Remember, like there was like this like wall or something that like didn't have collision on it, like within that we had found, and then I had somebody like stand like behind me and like keep me in that spot. Yep. And then somebody stood there, but like I don't know how I got into the dummy though. Yeah, there's a song playing. Oh, okay. There we go. So I got into this thing, and then like my buddy trapped me in there, so I couldn't move. Like I couldn't like teleport back or anything. So I was free to do whatever I wanted. And essentially, you're able to just fly around and like no clip through stuff, right? You still like anything that had collision, you would like bump into it and like walk on it and do all this stuff and whatever. But like this is like what we used to do, man. Like it was just this level of freedom that you weren't able to do like at all unless were trying to do this like on purpose. You can go explore these big, especially like at the time, these huge ass skyboxes that you would never see at all, like ever. But then we'd able to just like go explore them. Like, hey, dude, that area over there that you see like in games that are just way out there, and you know that you can't like properly traverse there. Let's just find a dummy spot and then have somebody block you in, and then just go like explore it, especially if you have like the right connection, which is the connection was failing a little bit or getting more laggy, so that's why we're like dropping. I think I had the host of the of this game like start to like watch like a bunch of like YouTube videos or start downloading stuff from like Livewire or like torrent sites or something to like help like bring the connection down or something. Dude, and that was the bridge that was the bridge that we were just next to. Hey, it'd be really kind of cool to see if we can get as close to this like statue as possible. Let's just see if we can even like get over there. Yeah, without like going too high or whatever. You like if you rolled or whatever, you can like get like lower and stuff, so you can kind of have like altitude control. And suddenly, something that is so far away from like the normal part of the map is right up, just close, like right there. Throwing smokes and stuff like that, like. And then I would just like let it go, and then see how like high I can like get up in the level. It's like we started like right around like here. I think we're like right essentially like right here. This is like we weren't supposed to like get out of like this like area like at all, right? You're trapped in a game where you don't jump at all. And it's essentially just we go from here to way the hell over here to exploring like this area to this area to being like up here, and then you just like, I mean, it's endless. Like if you have like the capacity and like the desire to like see like how much further that you can go, I mean, it's like it's just fascinating. And just being like this young kid who had an abundance of time, kind of like how I have now. Like the unemployed life is a lot different than being like this like kid, fresh out of like high school and looking for your first job to, what I'm going through right now. But that's beside the point. I think at this point, like, I think I have the host pull his like Ethernet connection out of his Xbox, and then I believe I drop here. Right, there's music going and everything. I have this cool like transparency thing going. I also like line it up right here, so there is a level of like creativity within. I'm still impressed with some of the stuff that I used to do, but I think oh no. It didn't happen like right there, but this is where I go through the tutorial.
Have your friend follow you. Have him block you in, and then slowly edge your way around him. Don't go too far, otherwise you'll fall off the edge and just literally pop. And
it's so low, man. The voice is so low.
Once you feel that you have a safe enough distance around him, have your friend go press X to open the door. It'll create a barrier, and from here all you gotta do is slightly move your camera to the left, and then he should just pop out and start floating up in the air. From here you can do pretty much whatever you want. You gotta be careful not to look too much to the left, otherwise you will pop out of the glitch. And yeah, so you are free to roam around wherever you want to go. You have to have the right connection to float up. Otherwise, you'll just fall down, or you'll just continue just to fall, and you won't go up like I do.
See, again,
So you
like
have to
that
find a connection
that
to
bridge
somebody
had
that's close to
collision
you
on
or
it, so that's why like we kind of like latched to it and then we stopped like going up. Dude, oh my god! And then look at all these guys like 12 years ago, man. Awesome video. Earth is flat, I knew it. And I mean, like all these guys, like this used to be a full-blown like community, man. I miss it so much. I miss it so much. It was the time, like you had to be there essentially. And I mean, like I don't know how I would go about like bringing something like this back. I don't think that there's ever going to be a thing where I can bring this back. You know, but I think just doing like what I did today and what I'm doing like right now, and just kind of like having like a day dedicated towards it, like maybe like a day out of the week or every like bi-weekly or something like that, and have times where, you know, stuff like this is you know, brought back into the forefront just like a little bit. And the further down we go, it's like the more that like all this stuff is like happening, right? Like Crisis. The Crisis videos, the video of Anti like wiping out, just getting his entire like ass kicked when he got into his accident. I think he broke like both of his legs and stuff like that. Dude, Bulletstorm, man. Bulletstorm was this thing. I think it was this one. One of my favorite glitches, I think, of all time. Of all time. It was a barrel. It was a barrel launcher. Skydiver launcher dummy. Mad Monkeys. Ayo, dude. So good. An update from Reza? Hold up.
MattMonkeys.com. As some of you have probably noticed, I haven't been uploading videos lately, and I apologize for that. It's just I've been really busy. I've barely even had time to turn my Xbox on. I'm just that busy.
13
And
years
since I'm
ago.
so busy, I've asked my friend Ryan from Chaotic Perfection to help me out and make a video for you guys. And since he's such an awesome guy, he actually did, so I'd like to thank him for that.
The voice
Also,
quality.
His Clams channel just got shut down for the second time by YouTube. They've lost, I think, a total of around 17,000 subscribers or something like that.
Yeah, so what he's talking about is like right around this time is where YouTube implemented the copyright system for music and stuff. So with our stuff, we had nothing but copyrighted music because we created like little like music videos and stuff for every single one of the videos that we uploaded. And so somebody like we had all agreed not to add, you know, music to our videos anymore or whatever. And then somebody did it because we all had access to uploading stuff to the channel, and somebody uploaded something like a video with music on it, and it took the entire channel down, all of it. It was so bad. We had like 17,000 subscribers, and like back then that was like when was this? When did this happen? 2011. It happened sometime in like 2010, 2011 or whatever, and it was an absolute just like nightmare. I mean, like
This gives him a chance to showcase his work, show you.
Yeah, here we go.
Without further ado.
Hey guys, Ryan here from Chaotic Perfection, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to do this on Junkyard.
That thing was so cool, man. That glitch was so dope in Bulletstorm, holy.
And I'm going to be teaching you how to do this on a couple different maps.
Here we go, just sent to the goddamn stratosphere with the psychedelic skybox thing. I don't know if I have music on this one. I for the Mad Monkeys thing, I don't think.
From the very beginning. Once you spawn on the map, kill everybody except for 2 enemies. Once you have the last enemy chasing you, have him chase you across the map or wherever you're not going to be working at, and then hold down the left bumper or LB, and then while still holding onto that, press the back button. It should bring up a menu. And when you're in the menu, let go of the left bumper, and then press B to get out of the menu. From there, you want to press the start button and then go to return to lobby.
So essentially, like we would like grapple onto like an enemy because like there was no pausing like the game at all. There's no pause function at all. The old Xbox 360 stuff, man. So like we would like grapple onto him and then we would leave, and so he would stay there just like choking, like the enemy would just be like the last remaining enemy would just be like choking himself out. So we were free to like do stuff without being like harassed by enemies and like dying and whatnot. And here I think we find a one of these barrels, right? And whenever you kick things or you grapple or something, it goes in like this like slow motion thing. So we would have like a distance where it would flip. I think he's gonna kick it like into me, and then it stops it, so that way it gives us like a platform to like stand on. Another game where you can't jump at all, right? So we had to figure out a way to like get on top of this like barrel. So it was like we would take it at this high elevation, we would bring it down to the bottom, or on these like the staircase, I think, like behind me, and I would get up on top of the staircase, on top of the railing, hop on top of this like flat surface here, and then I would have you grapple onto it, and then when you like rip the grapple, you can also be like transported by your friends from like one point to another for like that like higher elevation. There was a specific spot, but there you go. It's like when you're like in slow motion and you're like in the air, he grapples you, you go into that slow motion thing, and then you grapple while you're on top of it, which like yeets this thing into the stratosphere with you on it. And like we would just do that on like different like maps and like levels and stuff like that, and we would just just be able to like, get out and so like finding things like this was just absolute like just dopamine, just pure unadulterated just dopamine fix. It's like combining all these different things like that right there is figuring out how to get up on top of that crate there. Here, you know, he's gonna pull me, and then I'm gonna rip one, like once we get like to like that very specific spot. I'm gonna go into slow motion. While in slow motion, I'm gonna hit the grapple, and then I'm just gonna get launched because I'm still technically parented onto that like object, so it takes me out of the map with it as it gets like launched. That was Bamf too, dude. Bamf, man, I love that guy like a goddamn brother. I haven't talked to him in like 10 years though. That's the thing, is like this was so like centric. Red Dawn. He's gonna pull, and then I'm gonna pull, and then I'm just gonna get yoked. Pull. and then just fly. I don't know why they had that crazy ass psychedelic like out of the map like skybox thing. That was wild. But we would just do this, man. Bulletstorm was fantastic for like stuff like this. There was so many different areas that we can just like do this at, and I think there was a way that I found that like that if you like use the grapple at a very specific spot, if you like have it like moving upwards, like if you have it like hit a wall, bank off of a wall, and then going up, it would like send you directly into the sky. This I don't know what that was going on. Oh, I had just gotten like dummied, and because I moved, I would have it got me out of it. But if I didn't move, I would just be like flying up into like space and whatnot. Dude, these glitches, man. This one where it's directly like underneath, right? So I drop down onto it, and then he like, I think if we bank it off of something that allows it to like bump off of a surface and then start going in an upward trajectory, and then you like rip the grapple like directly up, it'll send you directly into like space. It took us a long ass time in order to like figure like that out, because even all this stuff was like super like flimsy. Like if he wasn't stopping me, like when he grabs it, he has to like block it with his body, otherwise it would just keep going, and then it would like topple over. We have to start it over again. And then I think we get it to a certain point, and then I just start flying like out of the map, yeah, right there. And then this area was so like it had collisions, so we were able to just like run outside the map and like do all this stuff, and then explore all of this stuff. And again, like this was like modern, like top of the, like new game, whatever. So like there was so much to explore. It felt like having like a plate of ribs or like a burger or something in front of you, like brand new, like no bites taken out of it. And so you're just like consuming this thing that's just so good and so much fun and doesn't hurt the game like at all in any way within these like private matches. And then you just do this, dude. Where's some like Watch Dogs 2? There's some like dope ass like Watch Dogs 2 stuff. Hold up. We're like on this train right now, and I'm gonna continue going on this train for right now because this is helping me like mentally. Let's see, Watch Dogs. 2. I don't know if we posted Watch Dogs 2 stuff on here. We might have. Probably not. Maybe. Was that Exploit Theory? That might have been Exploit Theory. Hold up. There's no way that was Exploit Theory. Dude, all the stuff that I, like, made before. I think Nick is still, like, posting stuff on there, but you can see like this. Oh my god, dude, the pressure launcher. This thing was so cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is 350 from Exploit Theory, and in this video I'll be showing you how to perform the pressure launch in Gears of War 4.
You can see like I got like a little bit better in terms of like my like presentation over the years. When did this come out? 7 years ago. October 17, 2016. Yeesh.
Last note, this glitch will work in both multiplayer and single player, so you're not going to be limited by either mode. So to start this glitch, you'll want to find a piece of cover that you can jump over. Once you've found one, have a friend stand directly in front of you. Now you'll want to start taking cover repeatedly while your friend slowly moves backwards, creating a gap between himself and the piece of cover. You'll notice that at a point you'll start getting pushed off the cover automatically. At this point, the first step of this glitch is finished. Now the next step is where things get a little bit tricky. You're going to want to look at an angle that is between the areas where you successfully jump over cover and where you get continuously kicked off. Hold forward on the left analog stick and slide your thumb from B to A, then A to B continuously. So the sequence should be BA, AB. You can choose to perform it this way, or you can simply bash the AB buttons while holding forward in this spot. It appears to get the same conclusion either way for different people. If done successfully, you're going to launch up into the air and hopefully out of the map. We're going to be showing you spots on each map where you can use this glitch to get out of them. Just a heads up, unfortunately we haven't been able to find a way out of Relic using this at this time because it's so heavily barriered. But 9 out of 10 maps isn't really that bad, and that's not counting the potential for single player ones either. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd also like to point out that this glitch was found by us here at Exploit Theory, and if you found this at all helpful, please drop a like to show that you did. We know it's going to be a little bit frustrating when you're first starting off, but once you get the feel for it, you're going to be flying on top and out of maps in no time.
So I mean, like, dude, I mean, again, like, it's filled with us doing this stuff, and there's such like a camaraderie to that where you're just kind of like getting on a game and just doing nothing but trying to figure out how to like get out of it. And you find these little bounces and these little tricks and everything. Like, look at all these guys like down here just like looking, right? Hashtag looking. But it's like, this was it. Everybody would like come over and it's like, oh wait a second, we found something. We might have found something. Wait a second. So it's like me and I think Nick or whoever like was like right here. Me and Nick were like working on this like one spot because we know like this, we have this particular glitch and this method down, right? So then we just go from spot to spot to spot to spot, like around maps, and you know, each map we load into the maps and find different spots for it. And then like when you find like you have that like breakthrough like this, everybody's just like, oh wait, you guys found it? Okay, let's all like congregate and like look at it. There we go. And then everyone's just like, dude, awesome. I think I have music playing too. Oh, maybe I don't. Oh, that's right. I think with the my mission for like making Exploit Theory, at least initially, was like not to have any music or anything in it, so that way we can like watch it without and like upload it without getting threatened and with like a channel takedown. It seems so simple and it seems so just like, you know, like why would you want to do this? But it's like if you're home, you know, with your best friends and you're like, hey, let's just do this stuff, right? Let's like work on stuff. There's nothing else like it, man. You guys can game, you can go through, you know, whatever. You can play games normally, or you can work together to like do stuff that is just unseen, and it is just really cool that like nobody else does. You know, it was like through and through a niche, and it was our niche. We were really goddamn good at it too. So anyways, yeah, they're like, you know, that was, you know, that was what, that was Gears 4. I think we got some stuff like in Gears 5 and whatnot. Popular videos. How many views did that have? That had 46,000 views on it. So, and then Nick's video with Plants vs. Zombies has like 750,000 views right there. So, I mean, what else? Did we have Watch Dogs 2 glitches on here? I really want to figure that out. Because we posted some, we found some really cool stuff. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Fully out of map, easy out of the map. How to remove the countdown. How to fully out of map, glitches fully out of map, remove the countdown. I don't really remember
up, guys?
this.
My name is Nick from Exploit Theory, and today we're going to show you how to get fully outside of the map on Watch Dogs 2 by breaking the countdown barrier. So for this glitch you'll need to find a way to get either under the map or inside a building by barrier breaking. Now the easiest way to do this is to just get an armoured bank vehicle like this one and drive it into the water.
It's just like, dude.
Now once you're either under the water or in a building, you'll need to find an area where you can drop underneath the map. Once you drop underneath the map, you'll stop moving, and at this point this is where you want to keep teleporting to each other whilst you're underneath the map.
That's
here.
right, and you kept going further and further out.
Start to go lower, and eventually your character will go off the screen. It's at this point you know that you only have to do it for a couple more minutes until you're ready for the next stage of this glitch.
Mind you, each and every one of these steps was found just like by experimenting. Like, okay, hold up. Like, so we can drive this heavy ass vehicle into the water and then get out at the same time at like the lowest point to like prevent you from floating back up to the surface, and it breaks you like underneath, like where like it would naturally put you into like a swimming animation. Cool. Now you're under the map. What are you gonna do under the map? Well, there's really nothing that you can do. Hold up, wait, you get a friend out there, right, by like having them teleport to you. But what happens, like, okay, so you're both underneath like the water. Cool, big whoop. I mean, it's cool. What else can we do to like, you know, from there? Oh wait, we have unlimited like teleport, like we can just continue teleporting onto each other. What happens if we like jump off the map, have like nothing underneath us or whatever? We get to a point where like we like stop falling just naturally, teleport onto each other, and see how far that we can go out. Oh wait, this is something else.
If you have any trouble teleporting to your friend whilst under the map here, then one of you needs to stay underneath the map while the other travels to a fast travel point. Once you travel back,
the thing that I want to drive home is the level of complexity that we had gotten in. And really quick before I forget, I did a one of the most complex glitches that, or like videos and glitches that I remember finding just off the top of my head within Gears, like Gears Ultimate, was the Tyro Station, I think Houdini. It was here somewhere. I should probably type in Tyro Station more but like look at all the, here it is, Tyro Station Skydive tutorial. We're gonna finish up the Watch Dogs thing. I guess I had watched it like relatively recently, which is why I bring this up.
How's it going?
my voice again.
back to your friend. This should clear up the issues, but in case you still have issues, I'll leave another method to fix this in the description below.
We have multiple methods, so we're just gonna
glitch, you're gonna want to teleport to a fast travel location over here, and if you're running on the spot like I am here, you're in what we're calling the sticky walk. If you've got this, your friend that's under the map wants to quit out the game and then rejoin back in.
Every step, mind you, was found naturally. What happens if this? What happens if this?
He wants to move into an area where he can hit you with a car easily. So this might involve teleporting to him again.
So we're in the sticky walk. We're gonna teleport to him. He's gonna hit us with the car, which gets us into a different
state. Once he hits you with the car, he'll actually drive through you on your screen. And now you should be able to get into the car and drive any vehicle. Once
that's right, we get into the
vehicle, but are still in the sticky walk, your friend wants to go and get a boat from the harbour.
the amount of steps, dude.
Now wants to drive this boat to the edge of the map where the countdown barrier is.
Mind you, again, we're still in the sticky walk, right? So like the flow of this thing was you get underneath the map, you have your friend teleport onto you. You get to a point where like whenever you teleport, you get stuck in like the same place. Then once you're in that stuck state, you have to like teleport to like a random like merchant or something like that across the map. If you go there, there is a chance that you could just be normal, but there's like more often than not, it takes your character and just like relocates them. That's what the like game logic does. It doesn't like reload or anything. You just like blip to another place. So whatever state that you're in is the state that you're usually going to be like. So if you're in that sticky walk stuck state and you teleport across the map, you're just blinking to like another set position essentially. And then whilst in that state, you have your friend come back or whatever, and then like leave or something, and then come back so that way he can see you, drives a car into you so that way he can act, because at that entire point, like when he drove the car into like me or Nick or whatever, he was completely like invisible. So Nick had to like guide him so that way he got hit with the taxi Prius, and then he had to drive it like up next to him so that way Nick could get into the car. And then, okay, cool. So you're in this state now to where I guess you can kind of like walk around or something. Dope. Now we gotta go find like a boat or something, and then teleport to the boat. And then while you're in that state, maybe like something like game logic wise will like wig out if we try to go past that like do not like go past this like area part, like the countdown barrier. And then so we're in the boat now.
Once at this countdown barrier, you want to teleport into the water next to him, and he wants to get back into the boat.
Dude, this is what we did, man.
Now your friend's going to want to reverse into the countdown barrier, and you're going to want to time it so you teleport as soon as he gets into the countdown barrier.
Yep, so you bypass it.
He wants to get out of the vehicle, and you want to teleport again on him around the 3 or 4 second mark. And if you do this correctly, which can be very tricky to do, you will break the countdown timer on your screen. Now, if like me, you've teleported and you're not close to the driver's seat so you can't get into it, you're either going to need to teleport back to your friend or have him hack the boat and bring it back. So you can teleport closer to the driver's seat.
That's right, because hacking the boat made it so where like there was no character like parented to it, so it could drive in and out of the like the barrier that would naturally like stop you. Excuse me.
Now we have the countdown barrier broken on one person's screen. We need to break it on my friend's screen. So what we're going to do is I'm going to drive out into the...
So we're not done yet. So we broke it for ourselves. Now we want to do the same thing for our buddies. So it continue, like it just layer after layer after layer after layer. There's more and more things.
Countdown barrier. And he's going to teleport onto me. Now, if he drops straight into the water when he teleports, he will break the countdown barrier also. Another way to do this is to take it very slowly from where the countdown barrier starts.
And just keep teleporting.
And there is a point where you can just teleport and it will break altogether.
Yep.
Now, we both have broken countdown barriers, but I'm still stuck in the sticky walk whilst he's free to explore.
So you leave and go back.
To fix this, I'm going to quit out of the game and rejoin again.
And then teleport
now,
on him
because
again.
I've rejoined, the countdown barrier's fixed itself, so we're just going to repeat the last step. So he's going to drive out into the countdown barrier, and I'm going to teleport into it, landing in the water. If done correctly, you'll now both have a broken countdown barrier and be free to move about and explore wherever you like. From here, the countdown barrier is fully broken anywhere on the map, so you can just drive out wherever you'd like to explore. But word of warning, if you do die, the glitch will reset and the countdown barriers will be back. Now this glitch was a collaboration between our team here at Exploit Theory and Team SNES, so go check out their channel if you haven't already subscribed.
So I mean, like, dude, like, again, like there's it very classic, like this was a collaborative effort between two teams. It was my team, or our team rather, and then it was with like SNES as well, right? So I mean, okay, so we watched that. Like there's just tremendous layers just to kind of like getting that glitch to work. This thing is along the same lines as well.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ryan, and in this video I'm going to show you how to skydive on Tyro Station in Gears of War Ultimate. Now when you load in, you want to head over to the train tracks. Then once you're here, you want to drop down, take cover, and wait for the train to spawn. Right before it's about to hit you, you want to jump up, turn your camera to face this wall, and hold right into the train. At this point, you should be dummied. And when the train passes by, you should start running across the tracks. And from here, you want to take cover. Now wait a few seconds and your body will teleport back. Now you gotta wait a few more seconds for the train to spawn.
I mean, like, there's a lot of
As soon as
information.
it passes, you want to hold up and jump up. Now, there's no guarantee if you're going to get this or if you're going to die. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you die. There's no real way of telling how. It's kind of just a matter of luck. For now, you got to hang out and wait for the train to respawn. It's pretty clear when it does because you'll...
Really quick, when did this come out? 8 years ago. This we dropped September, very close to today's September 11th, 2024. We're coming up on the 9-year anniversary of this thing in like 3 days.
teleport back on the other side of the map. And you'll be dragged across the entire track until you land back here. At this point, you want to wait until the train hits you and passes you.
What, and then like take cover and then jump up, right?
Now look at this wall, take cover, crouch, and jump up twice. This will cause your body to go up inside the barrier and be completely stuck, thus getting you properly dummied. Now the next step to this is grab...
So that was just getting like ourselves into that like dummy state, right? So we go from right here, so we take cover, we jump up at the like the perfect time, so that way the train is hitting us as we're jumping up. We have these like iframes, right? And then what happens on, I guess, everybody else's screen or something like that, like we're like halfway stuck inside this wall, and then we're in like a bit of a dummied state. Then we use that, we traverse to the other side, and then like we're still in the dummy state. We wait for the train to hit us again. We jump, we get to like this like wall to where like it has like a glitch that I think was even in there in like the basic Gears game, where this spot allows you to like jump up for whatever reason into this wall. There's like a hop up cover right here.
Now look at this wall, take cover, crouch, and jump up twice.
And doing it twice, like I demonstrated before in the when we were actually in the game doing this, like not here, but whatever, in Sanctuary, we're at Subway rather.
This will cause
Eh,
your body to go up inside the barrier and be completely stuck.
being completely stuck, which makes you like permanently within the dummied state. So that was just that aspect of it.
It's getting you properly dummied. Now the next step to this is grabbing a friend and heading downstairs. Once you're down here, you want to take cover on this wall, have your friend stand in the same spot, and walk left and right so you're on cover on his body. Now you want to communicate with your friend and have him move forward, and each time he moves forward, you want to move left and right so you keep up with him. Also an important fact, your friend will not be able to see you at all during this process because you're dummied. Ultimately, you want to end up right
Did you catch that? This entire time, our body, right, is somewhere like up here. It's somewhere in like he can't the dude that we're coordinating with, this guy, can't see us at all. And we're like not there. So we're just like a literal just ghost. And so like there has to be like communication between me and my friend here. I forgot who did this with me. Who did this with me. I guess I didn't. It was somebody that I glitch with often. That I guess because I didn't like credit. I might have done it like at the end. See how I'm like clipping into him? Again, my body is like not there. So like you kind of have to like coordinate like just verbally and really just like have, okay, you need to stand here, and then like you need to just like kind of go like around him, and then you do the walk the dog method. So he basically incrementally moves forward, and then you got to do your best to, like stay in cover on him. Otherwise, you're gonna slide back.
with your friend and have him move forward, and each time he moves forward you want to move left and right so you keep up with him.
This is not a short distance either. Like he needs to be like just as on top of this as you are. And so you got to still be like in cover all the while. Like he needs to like be perfect with his movements. Like this thing was a goddamn like dance. It was an art. It was an art form.
Also an important fact, your friend will not be able to see you at all during this process because you're dummied. Ultimately, you want to end up right here. Once the train starts coming again, you want to look towards it, pressing the left stick so you stand up, and wait for the train to hit you. Once it does, it'll take you back, and you'll be in cover right here. Now when the train passes by...
So right now, the reason why we did that to have it like hit us is that now we're just floating now. we're like it pushed us like essentially down the stairs, but we kept the same elevation. And so when the train's done, like passing over us, we can like move a little bit, and then we'll start going up into the sky.
You want to
Spoilers.
move right a little bit, which will cause you to float up, but you'll notice you get stuck on this ledge. You want to crouch and move towards this weapon that's behind you. Once you're on top of it, you want to click in the left stick again so you start floating up. Now you're not
There we
going to
go.
get stuck on anything, and you're going to be able to fly above the map as high as you want to go. Now this also might be a good time to mention that you actually need a connection that has the most minimal amount of lag that there is. And in order to check that, you can go into the server region and pick the one with the lowest ping. After floating
Dude, I mean, like, we had it down. We had it so down.
up for a while, you'll end up around this height. Now to actually skydive, you want to hold back and jump over. Now from this point, you're done. All you gotta do is just fall and enjoy the sights. Because you jumped over so high, you're not actually gonna land where your body lands. So as soon as you land, you're gonna teleport outside the map, which also leads to a pretty cool area. And before I end this video, I want to make clear that this glitch was found by us here at Exploit Theory. Alright guys, that about wraps it up for this video. If you enjoyed this video and or found it helpful, please drop a like on the video to show that you did.
Dude, I mean, like, this was something that I did for so many years. I think I cracked like 10 years of doing this, and I still do it from like time to time. I don't like hang with these guys anymore. Like I can. They're still like a part of a team that I essentially created. So like I can at any point I could jump back in with these guys, and it's been on my mind for like a while. But I mean, the intricacies of some of these glitches and whatnot weren't just like, oh yeah, you're on, you know, a video game and you're just kind of like, you know, you're breaking out of the map, or you're you know, whatever. It's like, dude, like there's so much thought process that goes into like all of it. I'm trying to figure out like another decent one. The remote chainsaw, dude, this thing was a classic.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen?
The classic from like Gears 1, and then somehow it transcended and made it into Gears Ultimate.
My name is Ryan, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to do the remote chainsaw glitch on War Machine in Gears of War Ultimate. Once you're loaded in, you want to head up top to where the Troika is. Now, as you're approaching it, you want to make sure that you have your Lancer out. Now, stand in front of it and press X and then B. You should hear your chainsaw rev right before your character gets on it. Now, you want to press X to...
Really quick, notice these guys. This is what we used to do. We used to just go into maps and just be like, who can force mount faster? Who can do all, you know, whatever. And it's like, I'm over here working on one thing, filming like a video. These guys are just over here like trying to figure out like another glitch to maybe like break out of the map or launch or something like that. This dude over here, hard to see. Wow, there's a really loud helicopter above my head. This is like a bunch of military lane stuff going on right now. Anyways,
get off the turret, switch to your secondary, and then melee. Now all you gotta do, you want to press B.
I'm gonna like redo that because I stopped and started talking over it.
You're loaded in, you want to head up top to where the Troika is. Now as you're approaching it, you want to make sure that you have your Lancer out. Now stand in front of it and press X and then B. You should hear your chainsaw rev right before your character gets on it. Now you want to press X to get off the turret, switch to your secondary, and then melee. Now all you gotta do is find an unsuspecting enemy and walk right up to him.
It's just the titty dance.
Once he's done flailing around, whether he lives or dies is completely under your control. You'll also notice that your camera is pretty much fixated on him. To get out of this, you want to melee again. Now you're able to look around freely. And from here, you can shoot him with your shotgun, or melee him, or whatever. But the reason why they call it the remote chainsaw is because if you switch to your Lancer and rev it even for a second, the enemy will explode. Just like that. And to give you guys a better
This is so
perspective of what it
good.
looks like when somebody else is doing it, here's what it looks like when somebody else is doing it.
It's so good,
Notice
man.
you can actually see when they pull their chainsaw out, and then they pull out their secondary. Also note that it's extremely important that they melee after they switch weapons. Otherwise, they'll just chainsaw you with whatever weapon that they're holding out. Man, that about wraps it up for this one. Before I end it though, I want to give a big thanks to everyone that helped me make this video, because everyone that was in this match that helped is actually a subscriber to the channel. So big thanks to them. And for the outro, if you enjoyed this video and or found it helpful, please drop a like to show that you did. And if you want to see...
So we got like everybody to like do it, right? We taught everybody. A lot of these guys were like subscribers, and a couple of them were like this, you know, there to, you know, from like my team. But we got it. We taught everybody to do it because everybody was like eager to like do it, and we did this big like opener and closer
for more
shot.
content just like this, feel free to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on anything we got for you.
And then we all die.
Alright guys, thank you again so much for watching.
Dude, what else? More. This thing I want to do so bad. This thing, the easy way out of War Machine. This was such an awesome like out of map.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen?
For a
My
mansion?
name is Ryan, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to get on top of an...
How weird though. Like, just can we take a super quick second? Like this stuff, these were all videos that I made. You know, me and like Nick and all those guys like that we made, just, you know, during this time. And now there's this transcendence essentially where I'm streaming now these days, just because like it's something that I just do now these days. And I'm watching these videos that I used to make. Like, it's so like, I feel like it's almost, it would just cause this like cataclysmic like event or something like that. Like what is it called when like two people, like the same person meets each other in like the same point, like at just different times or whatever like that, right? Because one person can't exist in two places at the same point, but if they do, it would like cause like this like ripple in time that just like deletes everything or something like that. Like this kind of feels like that. But I mean, like, it's so cool to be able to be like, this was my medium, this was what I used to do, this is the content that I used to create, and now I'm making content based off of my old content. It's just wild, dude.
out of mansion in Gears of War Ultimate.
Like, I never thought I was gonna do this.
Once you've loaded in, you want to
this.
head inside the mansion and go to the right-hand stairs. Now you want to do the catapult. To do the catapult, you want to have your friend stand in front of you.
And the fact that I break it down like this too, I'm so proud of myself for like doing that, because again, the main reason for like making Exploit Theory, you know, back when I had the idea of doing that, was to break away from like using music in the videos and to try to have it be even like this thing, right? This video was created to assist the developers of this game. We do not support or encourage those who intend to abuse or gain a personal advantage from the content shown in this video, right? I made this thing specifically just to kind of put that out there, because there's always people like, you shouldn't be showing people this, or you're gonna ruin the game. Thanks for like releasing a new glitch video. Now the game's gonna suck for like a week or two till they fix like. So we had to like kind of drive home the fact that like, we're doing this for fun, we're doing this for like educational purposes, but we also wanted to like this is a point where like we wanted to cater towards maybe getting some kind of like connections or whatever within the game industry, or like to do a bit of good to like help them do stuff whilst also continuing to do like what we do. So, you know, just like, I don't want to say like saving face, but it was more just kind of like a respect thing of like, we're not here to ruin the games that you guys have made, right, and that you put so much hard work into, because whatever. And I think this was also during a time where I was working at Respawn for a little over 2 years now. Here, 2015, I was working there for like two and a half years at this point, so I had garnered an even bigger respect for game development, so I wanted to throw that in there. And then also the Exploit Theory thing was mainly just to kind of like create a more professional thing where we didn't have this copyrighted music that I had to, case in point, I had to mute everything that was from like in like older stuff. So I'm really glad that I did this, and I preserved it essentially with the tutorials and stuff. So where I was struggling and trying to like come in and do this stuff on my own at the beginning of the stream, I could just watch my own goddamn videos where and without having to like mute it, and I can watch it on stream. So that way it's like it's transferring the knowledge from just being here, you know, for like 8 years, less than 1,000 views, by the way. And it's just like, you know, I don't know, man. It's just something really goddamn special about it. Let's continue.
Now you want to do the catapult. To do the catapult, you want to have your friend stand in front of you and start making his way to your left-hand side.
I took
if you do
pride
this
in this,
correctly,
man.
you should start walking forward, but being brought back, just like this. Now you want to count down from 3 to 1. When you say 1, you want to have your friend roll away, while at the same time you want to roll and take cover on this shelf. Now you want to get off cover and side roll to this wall. Now side roll to this chair.
See how fast and fluent
And
everything used
lastly,
to
over
be?
to this cover. Once you're in the spot, you want to roll to the right, take cover, and jump up cover as fast as you can. This should get you dummied. Now you want to back off the cover, jump up cover again, drop down again, move a little bit to the right, and then roll to your left.
Yep.
Again, jump up, now get back down, and roll left one more time.
And then jump up, and then you're up there.
Once you're at this point, you're home free. All you gotta do now is keep hopping up. It should take around 3 tries.
See? Knowledge.
After the third one, you'll be on top of the mansion.
There we go. And there they are, like, down there.
As with every Atom map on this game, it's better to bring friends.
See?
Now once you're done exploring on top of the mansion, you want to head over to the side where the darker spawn is. Currently, Bootless and Anti are jumping from the spot we're going to use to get out of the map. Once you're at this point, you want to start pressing up against the barrier and walking at a diagonal angle. If you do it right, you should start walking slowly and then drop off. Now that you're down here, you're outside of the map. And you can show off to all your friends that are still in the map. Once you're done showing off, you can walk through this wall, make a right, and follow the path. This will lead you to the fountain area. Another spot that you can show off to your friends at. It's pretty cool because you can walk inside the fountain and you can check out this poor dead locust who apparently drowned. Once you're bored of that, you can continue following the trail till you get to the other spawn. And that is about the extent of the Atom map. So once you guys are done, you can use your friends to fall underneath the map, which looks cool when they do it, and it looks pretty cool when you do it as well. Anyways, before I end this video, I want to thank a special subscriber for helping us get this video done. He goes by the name Spagoody. Thank you, dude. We couldn't have got this done without you. And I also want to note that this glitch was found by us here at Exploit Theory.
Dude, I mean, like, that's the whole thing, though. We were grateful for the community that we garnered. We were grateful that they wanted to come in and like contribute to like making videos and stuff like that. Like when you have something like that and you like you value, not for, even just from like our perspective, where people want to come interact with us to do fun stuff like this, where it's in this tiny ass little niche of like the corner of like gaming like this, and then we get to make products like products or whatever, like videos like this. I mean, like, dude, I'm so like proud of myself. Like, look at like, and this isn't like a narcissistic thing. It's a very, like, I haven't watched these videos in like 10 years, man, 8 years, like all these things that we've been going over. It's like I forgot about it. Right, essentially, right? You forget that feeling of like why I used to do this. Like I used to glitch a lot. I spent like a long ass time, like 10 years, just doing nothing but like this. And sometimes you just kind of wonder back, because you don't have like the as you continue to like grow up and life happens and just so many like life events and whatever happen. It's just like you look back and see, you've sunk so much time into something that like you don't really do anymore these days. Having stuff like this is a reminder that like time is something to like, it's a time capsule. This is peering into a window of time 8 years ago, when all of my friends and everything at the time, like we were doing this like together. We were coming together to find these dope ass things within these games. That doesn't happen anymore, right? Everybody's kind of like grown up and gone. Like there's people who got married. There's people who have like are fathers of multiple kids now. That it's like, dude, what you classic example of you blink. I used to do this every single day, and I haven't like for years, many years. I think I stopped like doing this stuff like around like 2-3 years ago, maybe more, probably more.
All right, guys.
I mean, it's one of those just surreal things where you see all of these like videos and stuff, because I've been doing this for so long. Where's the process one? There's a really cool like process one, getting out of process or something. Yeah, this one. Is it more?
Hey, what's up guys? My
There's
name's Nick from Exploit Theory, and today I'm going to show you how to get out of process. So to do this glitch, you'll need to do the catapult with a friend at this spawn here. To do the catapult, all you need to do is edge yourself away around you until you get into this motion, and now you can...
Really quick. How many views do we think that this thing has? How many views do we think that this thing has? This has 16 likes. This used to be like everything that we did, right? Didn't matter how many views we got. We did it because we absolutely just loved and adored doing this thing. All right? I mean, this is Gears Ultimate. The other thing, we were doing this thing back in like 2007 on the original Gears, right? So almost like a decade prior to this, close to, and then we get the opportunity to try to go do this thing again. I mean, it's just like it's a genuine passion. Like, you want to see passion. This is passion.
Jump and take cover in the places where I do.
In the nerdiest way.
What we're trying to do here is chain together all our jumps and are taking covers so that we don't teleport back to where our actual body is. And you want to keep going where I do until you get to this climb up point. Now take cover, you should have the climb up point when you teleport back, and you
Dude.
climb up on top of the railing here.
All of that just to hop up on top of this goopy ass little railing right here. Let's see that one more time, shall we?
And now you can, to do the catapult, all you need to do is edge yourself away around you until you get into this motion. And now you can jump and take cover in the places where I do. What we're trying to do here is chain together all our jumps and are taking covers so that we don't teleport back to where our actual body is. And you want to keep going where I do until you get to this climb up point. Now take cover.
At any point here, if he, as I demonstrated at the beginning of the stream, at any point here, if he stopped or if he like missed a jump or something, he would have teleported back and had to do this all over again. But because he went all of this way just to find this very particular piece of cover that allows you to jump upwards, we combined that with all these different things
should have the climb up
just
point
to like climb up on top of this goopy ass little like railing.
when you teleport back, and you want to climb up on top of the railing here. Now get your friend to stand at the top of the stairs here. What we're going to do is we're going to use his head to bounce off and land outside the map.
This stuff was
Just
always like tricky.
And it's also more fun to do this glitch with a friend, so I've invited Bootless Dwarf out here to get out the map with me.
These two guys that are talking right now, you have Nick here and then you have Bootless here. Both of these guys, you know, I essentially grew up with, and these guys were like my best friends for a lot of years. And so when we shipped Titanfall 2 and we got flown out to Hawaii, I brought these guys with me, right? We all had a +1, so we can bring like a spouse or something like that. But I was like 20, I think I was like 22, 23 years old. I think I was like 23 years old when we launched Titanfall 2. And so like we were still very much like doing this. Like when was this? 2015. So about a little over like a year later. So I took Nick with me, and then I ended up getting very lucky to where I could bring another +1. I don't know how I managed to like do that, but Bootless was one of the people who got me like I worked with him so much before like the Chaotic Perfection like tryouts for like before I was in that team. So he was showing me the ropes, and me and him like really kind of bonded. And so when I got into the team, like it was essentially based off of his say. And then so this dude right here almost like single-handedly changed like my life. You have these people, I mean, maybe, you know, it could just be, you know, a very like unconventional niche thing or whatever, but you have people in your life who like steer you in certain directions with whatever actions or something. This person right here, even though this is like a video game character, changed my life in ways where it was either a yes or a no for like a tryout like application on a goofy ass like form site. Like, I mean, it's like, and so because like it was, and then Nick was like my partner in crime with everything glitching, right? We would always, it would just be like me and him after a while. But Bootless was the like OG guy that like let me in on the scene to like get to know people within the scene and then get good at it. So when we all got like flown out to Hawaii, I brought these two guys with me, and we went out there at a 5-star hotel. We went out snorkeling, we went out into the ocean, and it was so much fun, man. It was so good.
And once we're done celebrating, we'll do a little bit of exploration. To be honest, this out of map isn't very big, but we've been dummied outside the map on this map, and we've explored all the areas that could possibly be out of maps, and none of them are really that big unless we can find a way on top of the cave.
See, it doesn't matter. It's big out of map, small out of map. We made adventures out of it. We did it. Here we go. Here's a nice full circle.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ryan, and in this video...
Dude, when did this come out? 9 years ago? August 31st, 2015. Christ. Damn, dude. and then we were just doing it earlier, like today, however many hours, like 3.5 hours ago, we started off doing this thing. Proper full circle moment. Let's get it.
I'm going to show you how to get out of the map Sanctuary in Gears of War Ultimate. First off, you want to load into Sanctuary. Next, you want to go to the middle of the map, start throwing this weapon in this direction. Looking up and pressing X will help throw the weapon further.
So
then
aggressive.
Once you got it up the stairs, you want to line the weapon that you dropped on the very first stair. Now look at an angle, hold forward, and slide your finger from X to A.
See how fast I did this thing before, though?
Now from this point, you want to roll to the side and take cover here. Now you want to roll back and take cover on this part of the staircase.
Rolling backwards. There we go.
And if you mess up like I just did, you can just side roll back to this spot.
Yeah, never.
All right,
never
once you're
front
here,
roll.
you want to roll backwards and then take cover. Now roll to the side and take cover on this planter. Now this gravestone. Then roll down the stairs and take cover on this wall. Now you want to take cover on this wall.
So, there we go.
Now
So
you
right
wanna
here. This is where we like messed it up at the beginning of the stream. You know what, man? Honestly, next time that I stream the glitching thing, I may look at a couple of these videos or whatever and have like the Opera like, or just what the browser up. I have a couple of videos up, and then let's just go like recreate some of this stuff. Because I mean, like look how fast, like it took me what, like 30 minutes, like 20-ish minutes or whatever, just to like kind of get to like this point. And we're not even like a minute in, like we're like 30 seconds like into this thing, and I'm already up here.
Turn around and take cover on this wall. And all the way over here. And then turn around and jump to this final spot right here.
I was on this side of the wall.
Okay, once you're here, you're going to want to look at this corner, roll forward, and as you're rolling forward, hold forward. If you do it right, you should fall down on top of this barrier right here.
Instead of what we did at the beginning of this thing and falling directly into the planter like below and getting stuck and then having to like, I had to sprint downstairs.
You want to walk along this barrier and simply walk out of the map.
There it is.
That's it. This out of map is actually fairly big, so there's definitely a lot to explore out here. It's also got some pretty weird effects when you look completely outside the map. But yeah, that about wraps it up for this video, guys. If you enjoyed this video and or found it helpful, please drop a like to show that you did. And if you want to see more content just like this, feel free to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on anything.
How many likes? How many likes? We have 20. We have 29 likes. 30. Bam. Dude, I wasn't expecting like to like do like this, but I mean, you know, it is really cool because I mean I think it's such an important thing to be able to like preserve stuff like this, because I don't see anybody doing it. I don't see anybody. My camera like just disconnected for like half a second. I don't see anybody doing this type of like gameplay stuff like anymore, like to like this extent. And it's such a like really cool feeling. Like cover launch. Like look at this thing. This thing was super cool.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is 350 from Exploit Theory, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to perform the cover launch in Gears of War 4.
Because what they ended up doing was the pressure launch. This one somewhere like around here. They patched the pressure launch. This thing, they patched that one, I believe. So we had to find another way of getting launched like that, and we figured out that instead of, you know, doing the pressure launch thing, you know, with like the extra character, we get up on top of a piece of cover, and then we have like, so we're standing on there, and then we have somebody underneath us like quickly go under like underneath and then jump over cover. And what that did is that it caused like a certain amount of friction that it snapped us into and launched us into the air higher than like the pressure launch used to. And so you're able to get up on places.
So this glitch is going to require
like
you to perform the pressure launch, and if you don't know how to do that already, you're...
They didn't patch it, but I think this was like the advanced version of the pressure launch, because the pressure launch itself was like an absolute bastard to do sometimes. Like it was very finicky. But this is a classic example of combining two different things to get an even more ridiculous outcome.
in luck, because we already made a full video about it, which you can view by clicking on the video that just popped up. Now you'll want to use the pressure launch to get on top of a piece of cover that you can jump over. Once you're up here, aim down your sights and walk as far forward as you can. Next, you'll want to have someone from the enemy team take cover beneath you, continue to aim down sights, and hold forward. You're not going to go anywhere, but now you want to have your friend jump over the cover. If done correctly, you should quickly walk on top of their head, then get launched upwards. Once in the air, you have the option to hold A and start running in whatever direction that you'd like to go. As a disclaimer, this is probably going to take you a few tries to get. Please don't get frustrated. Keep on with it. Trust me, the payoff is so worth it. And you can also have a little bit more fun with this by using a smoke grenade or any sort of other weapon that you use to aim down.
That's right. You could tag somebody before they like go up, and it creates like this big streak of just like it's like you said you set off like a firework. It's hysterical. Oh my god, that was some fun time. And then we did it with like frag grenades too, where you like tag somebody with a frag grenade, they get launched in the air and then just blow up. I don't think I showed that in the in this one, but that was fun.
And you can even use a meat shield.
There goes.
But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop a like on it. And if you want to see more content just like this, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I'd like to point out at this point in time that we, Exploit Theory, are the founders of this glitch. And another disclaimer, please always remember to be courteous and respectful of the game and its community by only performing these glitches in private matches. Please do not be that guy who tries to do this in public. Much appreciated. Anyways, guys, thank you again so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.
But dude, I mean, genuine though. Like that's the thing. It's like we weren't here to like mess anything up. We were here to just find these dope ass like glitches and just like continue on the hobby slash niche that we fell into as kids. And then here, that was 7 years ago, right? So for Gears 4, which is kind of a wild thing to like think about, but like that was it. It was just a small group of people coming together to like do just cool ass shit like this. All right, let's watch like one more and then I may like wrap it up. It's definitely come like full circle. What else we got? Anything? We mean anything. It's like there's plenty of it. We have a lot. Skydiver Mausoleum tutorial. This thing I think was also pretty cool. We'll check that out and then probably like wrap it up. Ultimate classic though. We're talking classic. These videos I also try to like make like super short as well, so that way like people with like low attention spans could like get through it all and get the information that they needed.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen?
We're talking classic Gears of War glitch. It's the skydiver on Gridlock. Like, I mean, it's hard to get any more classic than that, especially in Gears Ultimate, because we weren't able to do any sort of like kung fu flipping because the levitation was different. The cover system and everything like didn't like allow for that. It wasn't as floaty as it was in Gears 1.
My name is Ryan, and in this video I'm going to show you how to do the original skydiver on Gridlock in Gears of War Ultimate.
And boop, into the sky.
So when you load into the map, you want to head over to this truck next to the caved-in overpass. You're going to need a friend as well. Both you and your friend are going to jump into the truck bed, and he's going to catapult you. So to do the catapult, you want to have your friend stand in front of you and then start edging his way around you until you start moving. Once
Jokes aside,
you want to turn around, roll backwards, and take cover. And at the end of your roll, you want to have your friend move out of the way. Now hold right. This should put you into the skydive. Now that you're in the spot...
2 minutes and 15 seconds. Exactly. You stay in this state for 2 minutes and 15 seconds. You keep an eye on that with the scoreboard, and then as soon as that reaches, you got to do like a little bit of math. So whatever time that you've spent in the match already, the moment that this particular thing starts, like right right here, as soon as you start like walking like that, you think add 2 minutes and 15 seconds to the score time. Hold up, let's see. This was Big B stats right there. No, this was a BK2 Insane or something like that. Original way to. I'm sure you guys have found more spots. 8 years ago. Anyways,
spot, you want to wait about 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
I know my stuff.
To easily time this, you can open up the score.
Right here. Right? Scoreboard. Right? So you add 2 minutes and 15 seconds to this thing, which would be around 9 minutes and 30 seconds, relatively, right?
Board and add 2 minutes and 15 seconds to what the current match time is. So I'm going to go up at about 9:25. Now as soon as you hit your time, you want to press B and then roll backwards into the truck bed. If you do it right, you should shoot up into the sky just like this. Now that you're up here, you can land on whatever you want to land on. So for me, I want to land on this clock tower down here. And it may take you a few tries to kind of figure out how...
Wait. One more thing. So if we're going super nostalgia, which we are, yo, dude, oh my god, here it is. Here's my original channel that I can't get back into, unfortunately. Very sad. Look at this, man. 59 videos. The original Dead Space ending or whatever has almost like it has like 500,000 views, but let's see. This is gonna continue going on. I'll probably like look at this stuff like next time. Dude, capture card test. I can't have like any like audio going on, but let's go all the way down. All the way down. Best Gears of War glitch ever. 17 years ago. I have to mute it because yeah, Burning Bodies Productions. Yeah, it's a very interesting name. There it is, man. This was the start right here. I had a very old video camera that I borrowed from my dad, and I was holding it up to like my chest, and I was filming the TV as I was falling through the air like that. And I'm pretty sure I have Drowning Pool, Let the Bodies Hit the Floor song going. There it is. You can see it. Oh my god. Yeah, 17 years ago. Slip News. What song is this? 17 years ago, 15 years ago. Hey, you sent me a message a while back. All these things, man. But here we go. This was like, yeah, very like early like potato day. Like when was this? April 11, 2007. 17 years ago. This was it. My tiny little like 13-year-old ass doing the same thing that I'm doing now as a full grown adult. But I mean, like back then, like this was life. This was like just this so special. Like nobody else was doing this. There's like my like buddy down here who was freaking out when I showed him like this thing because he didn't know what I was about to do. The absolute just like potato mode. Damn. There it is down there. I mean, this is the literally the first video that I ever made ever, and it was like I had, I think, the video camera pointing at the TV propped up. You can see how like horrendously cropped it is. I think I had it like propped like on my like chest as I'm like playing the game. Jerry1295. That was, I think, one of the very first friends that I ever made on Xbox Live as well. Dude, I mean, it's horrendous to like look at, but like, you know, Reese117, dude. What else we got? Super great. The Airwalk, like I was talking about again at the beginning of the stream. Burning Bodies Productions. It's really interesting as like a 12-year-old, like 12, 13-year-old having like that. I remember like my dad saying something about that when I was younger because I didn't really realize. I think the war in like Iraq was happening. There we go. Just in the biggest like just potato mode. We're just there doing random ass like just glitches after school. This is gonna be up here. He's just gonna be walking up there. He's gonna just walk all the way over there. There it is. That was the coolest shit, man. We were just showing off to each other and just doing this because the thing is that I want to be able to like convey it properly. Is like when you're like a 12, 13-year-old kid or whatever playing games like this and coming home from school, you're tired of school. You're done with it, right? You don't want to you want to get around to doing the stuff that you want to do. This is the stuff that I wanted to do, and I found these random people on Xbox. Xbox Live who had the same kind of like interest in like glitching this game and playing the game like differently. And then from these guys, these are like the group of people that I was hanging out with like originally, trying to get better at like learning this stuff. Classic escalation airwalk right here. Classic. And it's just like we're just doing this stuff after school until like 9 or 10 o'clock at night when like bedtime would like rolled around, and then we had to like get off for the evening, and we just get back on after school and do it again every single day for years. I played this game. I played Gears of War every single day for like probably like 2 years straight, and until like Gears 2 came out, and then there was a lot of growth and stuff that happened. But there was so much, like we would go on like spend so many hours on each of these individual maps just to try to get like cool like clips like this, because you again back then you didn't see stuff like this. This wasn't like a thing, and it's ridiculous, man. Like you look back on it, the rubber body glitch. Okay, was that because we were underneath like process, and like whenever like you shot somebody, like they tried to like their like character model like bugged out. Yeah, dude. I mean, I remember this. I remember like exactly like when like I thought this was like a super like goofy and like cool thing, and so I made like this stupid ass like video about it. It's like getting down here. Ugh. All right, a little bit more, and then we'll continue on. The levitation for everything was pretty cool. The Gears of War no body mount. This thing was, I think, the very first video after I got accepted into Chaotic Perfection. I think this is where I had just gotten a capture card. No, this was my buddy filming. I think this was like Infamous Birdman. Infamous Birdman, I think, was the one filming me doing this. I taught him how to do it so that he can, because like this was high quality back then. This was the oh god, it's not the HD PVR. It's the Pinnacle. It was the Pinnacle HD capture card, the component capture card. This was some like high class stuff back then, because like this you got to capture like the entire image. It wasn't this like shaky like video camera thing or whatever, but it was just me doing this. And like this was one of the videos or whatever that like got me into the hold up, wait, whoa, wait, hold up, who was in there? Oh man, it's so blurry. So you have me right here. You have Infamous Birdman. So I was correct on that. You had Iwi right there. Oh man, it's so like potato 240, it wasn't even 480. It was 240p. 17 years ago. Dan Fam, I think I remember him. Like this was it. And it was, I think, caused by killing somebody in front of a piece of cover. Ryan 350, there it is. Killing somebody in front of a piece of cover, and then it despawns on other people's screen. But if you jumped off of the cover, you would essentially basically do like a catapult where like you would dummy yourself and then you would teleport back. So what I would do is that I would be up here. There would be a dead body like right here, and then it would like deload for everybody else, but like not me. And then I would jump, or sorry, excuse me. It would be there for everybody else except for the people who like ran away, so that it deloaded and it came back. Anyways, I'd stand here. I would jump off of this cover and go take cover on somewhere like over on like the on the left side or whatever, and I would take cover, and then it would like do a like airwalk. And then and then we had people like join in and you know whatever and just like troll and just like kill us while we were doing that. Right there, that was the coolest shit ever. Like it seems so menial, but like back then, man. Also, this is super like sad. Like this is super sad, but I'm glad to see it like getting more and more and more views. Super sad, but very interesting. Anyways, yeah, I mean the Bathysphere. Oh my goodness, dude, the Halo stuff. I keep forgetting that this stuff like exists. Okay, Out of Perfection films. It's like it's this is where we put all these like crazy ass explosions and stuff. All these like fusion coils and whatever in the back of the elephant, and then we set the timer to like instantaneously respawn every time that it blew up. And so it created like this chaotic mess where it was like this contained explosion thing, and we used I think like a scorpion or whatever. So like you could see it like blowing up right there. I have like a 30 seconds like Mars song playing. I believe this guy's really huge when it cuts from like El Nino. Anyways, we put a bunch of explosives in the back of the elephant, and then we used a scorpion or something like that in like forge mode to like lift it as it was like kind of getting the explosions, and it was so difficult to like control, but it ended up going up and it clipped through the very famous Halo bungee barrier or whatever. It clipped through and we got it outside the map. And like again, this is just stuff that we did after school, and and then like it's weird to think that like this stuff, where I think back on it so like nostalgically and so with so much like passion and stuff. There it is. There it is. There it goes. Use the forge mode. Keep the scorpion and just kind of keep it through, and then I think it at some point it pops through like right there. Boop, out of the map, gone. And that had never been done before. You can't get this is heavy. Like if you've ever played Halo 3, like you know like how like heavy this like thing, this vehicle is, and how slow it is. So it moving around like this was already just kind of like unheard of. And you can see all the fusion coils just like spawning and then going off and then spawning again just endlessly, because we had the we tuned the item spawners to like be like that. And we just made a in the frame rate started to die due to the Xbox 360 not being able to like keep up with all those particles, and now you have games like Warhammer, like Space Marine 2. Anyways, dude, I think I may like wrap it up here. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. Look at this, 164,000 views back then. Jesus. There was the Skywalker on like Overgrown. Yeah, this thing was big time. This was like big time stuff. Boop. That was the I forgot like what we called it. What did we call it? I guess we called this the catapult as well, and you can see which song. It's unfortunate that I can't play any of this stuff because obviously just copyright. But I mean, even like back then, I was throwing down like tutorials like a proper like QA tester, and I released this on December 23rd, 2007. And we used the catapult thing, which I guess was like a clan tag issue or something. Actually, let me like read up on it. Step 1. So when you spawn in the alleyway with all the houses and whatever, you go back to the barbed wire on the roof. When you go to the house, go to the small barrier there. Make sure that you have the catapult ready to go. So the catapult thing essentially was like a clan tag issue where, right here, Texas blank illegal characters or whatever. So like this would happen. And you would have like a screen where if you brought up the scoreboard after you set your clan tag to like in illegal or whatever like clan tag, or had like characters in it that it didn't want, it wouldn't tell you, like you can set it and then you can it wouldn't tell you that there was an error until you hit like the back button to open up the scoreboard. And so when that we ended up doing that, it created this like the old school intro. It created this thing where it froze your character like in the game. So if you were like here, I would go to like this spot that had like no sky barrier above, because like this has the actual sky barrier like on it, which is what we're walking on. And we went to a spot to where we like jumped. I remember finding this thing and it freaked everybody out. Like everyone was just like, oh my god. But you go to the spot and then you jump in the air and then you hit the back button at the same time. And what it does is that it comes back with that like illegal characters or like go or clan tag thing, that like error screen, that black screen, so you can't see anything. You have people shoot you, I believe, and like stand underneath you and just keep jumping like underneath like your like character. And then I think you also have people shoot you as well, and then they keep shooting you until you're about to die. You have like your screen's like fully red. They stop, and then you heal up, and then they shoot you again to where like you're whatever. And then at like after like 7 or 8 times of doing that, there's so much like kinetic energy or whatever like built up from all of that like damage taken, and especially like getting like somebody like hopping like underneath you, that when you press the back button again to like verify it or whatever, it like will, all that kinetic energy will just like kind of at the same time like blow up, and you'll shoot like into the sky. And that's what happened like right there. Sometimes like it happened to where like you would just go clear into the stratosphere and just drop all the way back down like out of the map. But like this is one of the first times where like there was a map that had a barrier on top of it that you're able to just kind of like walk on. Let's see if I can do like one more example like that. At SGM, that was Sinister Glitchers, I believe, and then Chaos. Dude, absolute goddamn time capsule, man. It's so crazy to like even just see this. Like what I was doing December 23rd, 2007, man. Ugh. It's so wild. It's so wild. Okay, so that one. There was another one here. Out of Wetwork, Crash. Okay, yeah, we're gonna watch this and then we're gonna like wrap it up. So here on like Wetwork, right? We found out like a final kill it. Poner. Damn, dude. So we found out a way to like get up on top of the top of the like Wetwork ship, and there was and to like kind of jump out. Right, obviously the CP thing, just like quickly like address that this is before the like internet, you know, or whatever. Like this is before like what this is like typically known for it now. So this had nothing, like we're just like a bunch of kids running around with the chaotic perfection thing, but then we also like whatever. So like that's not what you think it is, because like this is again given how 16 years ago, 2007, it was a completely different thing than what it is now. But it's like there's this like little like strip of land or like geo or something that we're like standing on. So like this thing right here, we'll just kind of like walk on it because that's like a little bit of collision. But like again, like this was like the extent of like some of the like out of maps and stuff. So to do this on like Call of Duty. This is the Call of Duty catapult, right? Boop, and then it launches you like that. Like this was some of the coolest stuff ever, man. I'm gonna see that again, dude. The feeling right there, the feeling that you get. So the error screen is right here. Boop, come out of the error screen. Those guys were shooting me. I was in the air. I dropped down onto the ground, and then it takes a second for like the game, the client to catch up with the server, and then boop, and just like in the air like that. And because we're landing on like pieces of like collision and not like actual like buildings or like objects or something like that, we don't take fall damage. Up in the air, hit the collision, no like fall damage or anything. Otherwise, like I would have very like quickly died if I hit the ground. So here you're able to just walk around like the outside area and until you know you don't. But then I think also landing on edges like this also like prevented you from taking fall damage as well. I don't remember quite why. Maybe there's like a little bit of collision. Thinking back on it, there's probably like a little bit of collision because this is technically outside the map, so there might have been like a bit of collision like above where this like building object was, which caused the fall damage to get like negated out or like nulled out. I mean, I'm looking through the eyes of like my like 12 to 13-year-old self right now, and it's just like the world was so much smaller. Everything was so much simpler. There wasn't like YouTube wasn't like this huge massive thing. Social media wasn't this huge like massive thing. So it was just a group of kids, us, just on Xbox Live, you know, the 360 days, coming together to do cool shit like this. It's so wild to just kind of like reminisce on it, and then also having the ability, like kids these days, which is again just dating myself with a statement like that, but kids these days they're gonna have like 4K, 8K like baby pictures and baby videos of themselves. You know, it's like my generation and whatever. Oh my god, Overkill, dude! I remember this guy. Damn. Everybody had like 117 back in their name just because, you know, obviously, you know, Halo and whatever. But yeah, the dude, like being able to like look back on this stuff and then also see, because it shows like a progression of like how far that we've like come. Simplicity, the stuff that I was showing earlier with like this.
Cover, and you want to climb up.
I forgot that I didn't even like continue doing this. Whoops, sorry. I just got completely sidetracked with like my old ass channel. Anyways, it shows like this was so much simpler. We had like Final Killer over here. He would stand in this spot because we found a way to get out of the map, and all it took was to jump on top of this player, and then he would stand up, and then he would and then jump, and then we would jump at the same time, and we'd just be out of the map. On top of that, jumping out of the map, done. That's it. That's how simple it used to be. That's how simple it used to be. I mean, dude. I miss those days where things used to be like that simple. Like, I appreciate the amount of complexity and like what you have to do in order to like circumvent like a lot of stuff nowadays. But like, as like kids, just playing a game that is so crazy popular, but then playing it like this, and then this is all like after the like Gears of War stuff, or while the Gears of War stuff is like happening, this came out. Right, look at the ranks of like people, right? It's like he's level 46. Like there's like no like prestiging or like anything. So I don't know, man. I'm definitely excited to like kind of jump back into, you know, the glitching realm of things like this. Like, dude, just getting sent into orbit and then being able to go like underneath the map like this. It's like, I don't see that happen like at all like these days. You know, there's not like, as far as I know, there's not like cliques of people. There's not like teams of people who set out to like find this up. Now it's just like, oh yeah, this game wasn't QA'd properly, or whatever, right? It's just, it used to be like just a small group of people coming together to just do stuff like this. Chaotic perfection, man. The old days. Anyways, dude, I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. This was a wow, it was over 4 hours. I was not expecting it to be this to go on for this long. Actually, we'll wrap it up with Nick's video right here. Here's all my guys too. You have Nick, whose original account got banned, so he made a second one. You have Passcode. You have Gabe here. Yeah, Power War, you have Anti, you have Bootless down there. I mean, dude, all these guys. So this is Nick just showing off the I was going to do this like today, but then like we kind of got caught up in doing this, and I'm super happy with where like this is all just kind of like the natural flow of the stream just kind of just happened.
Straight away, then hold A while you...
Here we go.
Spot where I'm showing you over here, and so what you want to do is you want to change weapons.
I'll do this next time.
Take cover at the right time. If you're doing this, you'll take cover far away from the cover, and you want to climb up straight away, then hold A whilst you're falling down, and as soon as you take cover, let go of it. And if you take cover in the right spot like I have, you will start to skydive. Now you want to wait between 2 minutes 15 and 2 minutes 30. You can check this out by pressing the back button to look at the scoreboard.
Every time.
Once the time's up, you want to press B, wait about half a second, then roll back. Now you should shoot up into the sky and be skydiving. From here, there's two really cool places that you can get to on this map, really. First off, you can roll into the sort of centre of the map here and land on all the buildings.
And then from there, you're able to like
This is
jump
a
out of the
pretty
map
cool place
too.
to show off to your friends, and if they don't know how to skydive, they'll be thinking, how did you get up there?
Yep.
Or you can use it as a solo way to get outside the map and explore this massive outer map.
Yeah,
I'd
Mausoleum's
just like to
huge
mention
out
that
there.
this glitch was found by us here at Exploit Theory, and if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.
Anyways, I mean, like, dude, and this was how many years ago? This by itself, like, this still seems like so fresh and new. And this was the October 6th, 2015. 2015, man. I mean, like, looking back at like all of like this stuff, it's such a wild like time capsule. Because I forget that this like exists every now and then, and so you know. It's such a cool thing to like look back, but it's also like it pierces the heart sometimes too, because you see 17 years, 3 years from now, probably less than 3 years. This is gonna say 20. It's gonna say it's 20 years ago. I don't like that, man. I don't like the passage of time and all the stuff that's happened in between. It's great. I'm happy, you know, to still essentially be here, you know, and then still having some kind of like, you know, passion and infatuation with this type of stuff, even like to this day. But like having this stuff just kind of, you know, still there is really something else. But anyways, dude, I think that is in fact where we're gonna wrap it up for today. Super unexpected kind of avenue that we took for this stream. Very like, this is my first stream that I ever like did anything like this, so a bit of a milestone, just I guess in that, you know, its own right. So but for now, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna get back after it tomorrow. We're absolutely going to be finishing Black Myth Wukong tomorrow. I promise you, that is a genuine promise that we are going to be finishing that up. That needs to get done and dusted. We're very close to the very end of the game, so we're gonna do that. But this was a nice change of pace. Definitely is a bit more of like a free day where I didn't have anything else planned, so I wanted to jump into the glitching aspect of it, and hopefully I do it again, but do it like, I don't know, a little bit better, or I have other people come hang out and partake as well. But anyways, until tomorrow, bye bye for now. Bye bye for now.